Time now for Coming In Hot with Brent Wallace, former Ottawa Senator Jason York, and Graham Nichols.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to Coming In Hot. Brent Wallace alongside Jason York and Graham Nichols. Nice to see both of you gentlemen. It is a little brisky out today, except if you live by some palm trees this morning.
What's going on, fellas? Who is this guy?
I don't know.
10 seconds ago, he was raging.
I know.
Now, I think he's nuts. It's like
he's got a panic button on one side. He's got a switch on the other.
He was just enraged in the green room, and all of a sudden, 2 seconds there. Good day, everybody. How's everybody doing today? You know who you are, Wally? You're the supervillain Two-Face. You've got split personalities.
I do not.
Anyways, I'm good.
The transition was seamless, though, Wally. I'll give you credit for that.
Yeah.
As always, this show brought to you by Bet365. Go ahead.
Sun's out, guns out today, Wally. Might put the tank top on today. No tarps off. No tarps off. I've been traveling a little too much. The boiler's getting a little big.
I'm gonna go run the beach like David Hasselhoff.
Or Rocky. When Rocky races Apollo. One of the worst races of all time.
or the best. It depends on your perspective.
Yorkie, I just want you to mention some movie that was made within the last 15 years at some point.
Rocky is one of the best movies of all time. All time. Won an Oscar, Wally.
So the Rocky steps, so the Rocky statue before they moved it, always reminds me of one incident I had. 2016 or 2015, the Sens are playing the Flyers in the playoffs.
This better be a good story.
It's not.
Okay, continue on.
So you always, like when you're on the road, you always try to, especially in the spring, you find nice places, really scenic to do these stand-ups. And I nailed it. I'm at the steps, Rocky framed. And whatever year it was, I signed off the wrong year, which I never used to sign off like the year, like covering the 2016 Stanley Cup playoffs, Brent Wallace, TSN Philadelphia. I would just say Brent Wallace, TSN Philadelphia. But for whatever reason, I put it in. Cameraman doesn't pay attention to anything. I could say anything. He would, yeah, sounds good. And then it's almost like the teleprompter. Go fuck yourself, San Diego. And then nobody at TSN noticed until like 4 hours later, somebody called me and said, Brent, you signed off the wrong year. I was like,
oh boy.
Yeah. I had to go redo it.
Graham, you got a Rocky story to beat that?
Do I have a Rocky story? No, I don't have a Rocky story.
But they've moved the statue, right? So it's
I've been in Philadelphia since I was like 12. I went to like a Braves Phillies game. It's good, and that was it.
It's a great city, but they've moved it now to like this little area, and there's always people now around that try to like, I'll take your picture like for $5. So it's full of just people trying to make a couple bucks by the Rocky statue.
Are they like homeless people, or like who are these people?
I don't know where they live, but I'm just there. They have a lot of time to spend there, is what I'm guessing.
Cornering the market, snapping some photos. That's all right.
Being capitalists.
People are just hustling. That's okay. So what I missed yesterday, I wasn't around. I was
every time you're away, something happens. Like you,
Wally fired up the city. Fired up the city.
So you guys have like a special, you have like a special guest or something.
Oh, we just nattered on for an hour. We talked about, what? Like we tried to have some fun. We changed the show to Coming In Yacht instead of Coming In Hot. Wally tried to compare me to Jake Sanderson, and I'm like, I was a decent player, but come on. I made the point, if I was Jake Sanderson, we'd be doing the show live from a yacht right now, because that's the kind of cake I'd have going on. There it is. There's our new, well, that's not really a yacht. That's more of like SS Minnow.
Cruiser.
Yeah,
that's all right. That's Uncle Shika Dance, I believe, who made that.
Do you have the other? This is the yacht I'm talking about. This is where we should be doing the show from. Look at this. There's Graham's there with his fire hat. Two of my favorite guests will be on the Coming In Yacht show. We got a Matteo, and then I love the jersey there. Poor Cuz. He's been one of our guests. So I think when we do the first show from the yacht, I think these should be our first two guests.
Is that Michael Matteo or like Paul Rudd?
He looks
What's
pretty
going
good,
on?
eh? He looks very handsome. It's a Matteo. It's a Matteo. And there's poor Cuz. See on the we changed his jersey to P. Cuz for poor.
See,
Cuz.
like that's how Wally looked before the show started.
Just miserable, eh? How can you be miserable? We're on the yacht, we're cruising, we're having a show.
The pickleball court.
Graham's hammering an old fashioned. This is kind of
Yeah.
a show we're gonna have on the
What is beside the old fashioned on the table there? You got a steak, and what is that in the
I think
dish?
it's poutine.
Poutine.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
burnt steak. Well, he's
A
having
couple
a burnt
salt
steak.
shakers, some empty
Yeah.
salt shakers on the table while
This-
he threw it all over the place. Nice.
I got a bone to
Nice.
pick though. I was trying online to find they're coming in hot mugs because I wanted to have us all having a.
Jesus.
I can't find them on the store.
It's at CIHSends.shop. It's the second page at the bottom
Okay.
by Shed Wi-Fi. You know what? I just dropped off more mugs there yesterday because we sold out. If you want to go buy a mug and save shipping, go to Barhaven Source for Sports. Right behind the counter, you'll see the mug. Purposely.
Well, No,
Just- you have-
there's no ship.
you-
There's no shipping.
You have
Part-
to. You have
part
to
of the
get one to a
experience-
friend in Japan, though, Wally. You have to get one to a friend in Japan who was.
I got to
It's a
talk
long
to
ri-
Hannah.
That's a long drive in the mugmobile to Japan, Wally. You're gonna have to. How are you gonna get there in the mugmobile? Part of the beauty of the mug is the mug delivery system. There's no. Wally has to hand deliver it in the mugmobile. That's part of it.
I made
It's
a
part of the
delivery to
charm.
Nepean yesterday.
We need viewers to like record Wally coming up to the door. I need to see his disposition. I need to see how happy he is.
What's his name? Yesterday, Steve. I dropped it off at Steve's house. Hang on, he sent me an email. Oh,
Okay.
I deleted it. Hang on.
We need to-
Is it Steos?
No,
He's not taking a mug. He's mad at Wally
Steve-
right now.
the organization's
Wally-
not happy with me.
Wally
Hang on.
upset
Why?
the apple cart
Wait.
yesterday.
Okay, no.
Okay. We'll
Hang
come back
on.
to that. We'll circle back to that. Okay. Go.
I gotta-
Steve
I
saying
gotta-
something.
I got to see if I can find it if I haven't deleted it this morning. Stand by. He just said he caught me on the Ring camera.
Okay,
Ah,
we need to get a car sponsorship to get. It doesn't have to be exactly that look, but we get it wrapped. We'll get the
Like a
coming
Mini
in hot.
Cooper. We need like a Mini Cooper or something.
Wrap it because we can get it wrapped. So get a company that does wrapped, and then we'll have to get like a big ceramic mug to go on top of the vehicle, and then we'll have to get some kind of steam system. Maybe you can help with that, Graham. Being in the, you guys must have something.
Little smoke
kind of
machine.
like-
Yeah. Get a
little
little smoke
smoke-
machine.
a little smoke machine, so it looks like it's a piping hot coffee when Wally pulls up to the house to deliver the mug. Like that. Like, come on, this is taking the show to another level. Mug,
no, it certainly has.
with a with a steaming mug delivering to your door.
I can't
Oh, boy.
find this email. Anyway, he just said, "Well done on the placement."
Pardon the pun.
I don't know what I've done with it. Sorry. Let's see if I can find it later.
Wow. What do you have on the docket today? Where are you delivering to today?
I'm not delivering anywhere today. Nowhere. I do need to go buy a new tie, but I'm not delivering anywhere today.
What do you need a new tie for?
I have an event to go to, but
You told me you have 100 ties. Why? Are
I know,
You
I
buying
need a new one.
Why are you buying a new tie?
I need a new tie. It's a big event. I got to get a new tie.
What's the event?
Listen, it doesn't matter what the event is. I just have to get a new tie.
Why is it such a secret?
Does it? Because it
Is this
doesn't know.
Is this like an eyes wide shut like party? Like what's going on here? Why aren't you?
The tie wouldn't matter
Oh,
then.
God. I just got a terrible visual at Wally at a swingers party
Listen,
with a mask on.
Everybody's about to tune out
Like
this
some-
show. Can we?
Like some horse head on. Didn't they wear that? That was a weird
Horse head.
movie, Eyes Wide Shut. Like these guys
Nah.
have these animals. Oh
never
boy, I got
saw
a bad picture of Eyes Wide Shut, Wally. It's R-rated. It's not a PG movie. It's a lot of weird stuff going on.
So why is the organization mad at you? What's the big deal? What'd you do?
Nothing. They're just
Listen,
everybody's-
might have said some stuff about Steve Duchesne, maybe.
everybody's a little sensitive right now.
What's wrong with Steve Duchesne? What did you
Nothing's
say
wrong
about
with Steve Duchesne. Absolutely nothing. My only issue, it just stems back to the whole ticket issue of why it was full of Habs fans and people selling tickets. And this was a big special event, 30th anniversary. And I was upset because all that it seemed to do for the fans was have Steve Duchesne drop the puck. And I'm like, there should be more. There should be like, give me a reason to care about the building, which is, it's 30 years old. Okay. Like it probably is going to be 100 by the time the new one's done. Like give out a replica of the building. How about you drop the concession prices to what it was 30, like do something different to generate people to come in and
hold on a second. So you would rather have, it's 30th anniversary and I'm coming to the game. Oh, I've got a nice picture of the building, or you can have Steve Duchesne in the building, who scored one of the most monumental goals in franchise history. I don't know about you, Graham. I don't want a little. It's because you're not going to be able to make it a nice picture of the building because you're not going to have to pay that much. I'm sticking up for
it doesn't matter
Duchesne
what it is.
here.
It's just something that is a keepsake for fans. People love to have. I have this. The Ridley Gregg bobblehead the other night was there was a picture on Facebook Marketplace from the guy in his seat selling it for $100.
Yeah, I like a good bobblehead. Like if I'm doing something,
that's probably one of those guys who sells his tickets to Habs fans as well.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. There's too much stuff going on. Can we just stick to like the focus?
That capitalist bastard.
So Yorkie, listen, I'm all for nostalgia and having somebody come in, but how many people in the seats do you think remember the Steve Duchesne goal?
Maybe they should.
I think quite a few. I would say half.
No
anyone
chance.
who's over the
No
age
chance.
of 40, anyone who's over the age of like 35, 40 would know who Steve Duchesne is.
No,
let's have a poll.
Because you think everybody lives here and grew up here. That's not true.
Well, so there's a lot of
I'm going to
Habs
tell
fans in
you, I
attendance,
didn't grow
so
up
that
here.
doesn't.
I covered the team since '98. I don't remember him scoring the opening goal in 30 years ago. It has
Opening
no
goal, no, but first play, like first goal to launch them into the postseason for the first time. I think that's
no. He was brought in because he scored the first goal in the building.
But the big one
Duchesne?
is,
So why didn't you bring in everybody from that year? Like you could have brought in more players. Like the Rangers do it every weekend to celebrate their 100th birthday. Bring in more guys. Just make it bigger.
I think
make people care.
So like he scored one of the most, probably arguably one of the most, if not the most important goal in Sens history, outside of Alfredson launching into the Stanley Cup final, right? So to get him back in the fold, like I haven't seen that guy since he scored that goal. Because he got traded for like Igor Kravchuk shortly.
Okay, you know what? You're right. I'm wrong. No. This is the greatest event ever done.
Don't shut down. I'm just making a point. It's all
I'm trying to tell you, most of the people in this building aren't from 30 years ago.
Well, they were from Montreal and Quebec. Like they didn't pay attention to the Senators from yesteryear. Like 80%, 70% of the fans were from Montreal. But like Steve Duchesne, I think a large portion of this fan base would recognize, if they don't know who he is, they know what he did.
Yeah.
And so I think
I'm not arguing that.
Go ahead, Yorkie. Yeah,
I want to support Graham's
not big
point.
enough.
Wally, pipe down for a second here.
Yeah.
Part of the reason, a big reason why these teams like Montreal and Toronto are beloved by their fan base is because they celebrate and they embrace their history.
Because they won Stanley Cups, Yorkie.
Okay, Toronto won a cup in '67. That's the last time. Listen.
No.
So they bring in.
Very close to saying shut up. He was very close to saying shut up.
Listen, they'll roll in.
I can mute
Matt
you.
Sundin. They roll in Wendell Clark. They roll in people from their past. Like, remember we were at the playoff game? Their guys are coming down the stairs, bringing back Darcy Tucker, bringing back this guy. You create a bond with your fans when you embrace
100%.
history and you talk about the history of your club. That's how you make things. Like you couldn't do these types of things 5, 10, 15 years into when the franchise became legitimate and they started winning playoff series and that. So I like the touch to bring in Duchesne and that goal.
You're missing the point.
It's here's the thing.
Yorkie's been muted. How did that happen? I control you, Yorkie.
I like that. Yorkie's got a great point, though. It's like this organization's been around for like 40 years now, or 30, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And they now, even though they haven't won a Stanley Cup or anything, like they've got a history. Like there's a bit of a rich, I wouldn't say maybe not a rich history, but like there's enough here where you can celebrate these key moments that have happened through the organization's history. Yeah. And it's like, even like walking around the 400 Bowl, Wally, like when we go to the press box, go up the elevator, go to the press box, anyone who's ever sat or had tickets in the 400 level walks that bowl and it's just filled with like NHL memorabilia from like the 90s. It's so outdated and it's like there's no celebrating this organization's history when you walk around the 400 Bowl. And I think like now the organization is doing a good job of bringing back alumni. They're forming bonds with guys who haven't been here in a long time because the previous ownership didn't care. They weren't around for that. So now they're bringing guys back into the fold. And I think
I have completely championed this when they brought back Betsy Heatley, all that. I am not anti Steve Duchesne. My point is it should have been a bigger deal.
You wanted more.
Yeah. That's
would
all
you be
I
happy?
Would you be happy? You know what? I thought it was a great idea to bring in Steve Duchesne to drop the puck. That's great. Give me more. I want more. Because I want the fans to feel we are special. People care about us. Here is what you get for your $9,000 ticket tonight.
But you're also doing it. You're also doing it. I think that's the hard part, though, Wally. Is like you're doing that in a game where Habs fans are going to fill that building anyways.
So like
we can have that. We can have that conversation about was it smart to do a celebration when the majority of the crowd is going to be Habs fans. I think that's another conversation.
So if you make it a must-be-at event for Ottawa Senator fans, they will be at the event. But you didn't, and you allowed them to pocket the money in order to help afford the season tickets that they've already purchased. I have no issues with the fans selling these tickets whatsoever. I have no issue of not showing up because you don't want to be bombarded by visiting team members. Hang on. I get to finish a point too in this show.
No.
So my point is, make it so that it must be at event. Drop the parking for one night. Do something that's special to go, this is a big event. You should be here. And they will buy the tickets. Listen, we've gone through this for many years. You have the biggest employer in the city who can't do anything to sponsor the team. And now you've got the biggest employer in the city laying off thousands of people and telling them in letters, you might be one of them. We'll wait and see. So now you want them to go buy tickets. It's not like economically right now, it's not at top of mind.
Well, am I still muted?
You can be.
A couple of things. So obviously we needed a Steve Duchesne bobblehead as well. Bring Duchesne in, get the bobblehead in. That'll appease Wally. Bring a couple other guys in too.
I want some free stuff.
You want? Yeah, I want some free stuff. I do like a good bobblehead. I was in Pittsburgh a couple nights ago and they did a Malkin bobblehead. I'm like, ooh, I got to get one of those. Everybody loves a bobblehead.
I have a Gordie Howe bobblehead.
Part of the thing too with Montreal, a big part of it, is they're like first place of division right now. So they're winning. So people want to go and support that team and be part of it. That's part of the reason why you probably saw a little uptick more of people coming to the games. Like they got some excitement going on right now. They got a good team. People want to go see good teams. So I think, like I was talking to my buddy who's down in Florida with me, who used to work for the Sens, and this is going back to like the mid 2000s, where season ticket holders would get their tickets. And he would say, like, yeah, I don't want my tickets for the Toronto Montreal game because I don't want to be in that environment. And this isn't a new thing. This has been going on forever.
100%.
It's been going on. So it's been, like I said the other day, it's been going on since I played here, but it's amplified now because it's the first time in a long time Montreal's been good. When's the last time Montreal's been this good? It's been a long time. And to my point, when you're good and when you win, people want to go all the time. So two things happen. Montreal's doing really well. There's a lot of negativity and a lot of stuff going on with Ottawa right now, which makes people, plus the Montreal factor, what makes it worse than it was before. So to me, this has always gone on. It's just now Montreal's a very good team and people want to go. People will pay $350 to see Montreal because they're a very good team right now. If you reversed it and Ottawa was where Montreal is in the right standings, I think you would see a little bit of a turnaround. But I do agree with you, Wally, on the point with the government that is a real thing, and that is a real problem in Ottawa right now. Like
let's not forget the Phoenix pay system, which was a whole other world. People weren't getting paid for
sure. Yeah.
So
but and also too, one more thing to Graham's point too, like previous ownership, they did not honor the past. There was no history. There was no doing things the right way. It's going to take some time, and you're going to not always do things perfect, but they have done 1,000% better job than what was done here in the Melnyk era. Like guys that before Melnyk bought the team,
I don't know. Eugene Melnyk gave us a free Eagles concert.
yeah. That was pretty good. But we used to have a joke. We used to have a joke within the alumni. I remember Sean Van Al and a bunch of guys. It's like anybody that played for the team before Melnyk took over didn't exist. We weren't really welcomed. We weren't really like you when you came to the rink, you felt like an outsider. And that was right across the board. And that's
Mm-hmm.
so I do like bringing guys back like a Steve Duchesne, because he does play an important part. If he doesn't score that goal, Ottawa never goes to the playoffs in that game. And people that are hardcore Sens fans that have watched the team since day one, that have had season tickets, remember that it's an integral part. That picture with Redden and Tugnut, that's a monumental time. And the previous ownership did nothing to honor that part of the organization, which is
100%.
wrong. And it's totally wrong. So I like what they're doing here now. Is it perfect? No, but they're doing a way better job than what was done previous. Way better.
Well, all I know, there's no tarps on the seats, so that's a start.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
Poor Tom Anselmi.
Stupidest thing ever.
Why you
We're going
gotta
to
go
tarp
there?
the seats off so nobody can sit there. Not that we can't sell them.
Tarps
just no
off?
one.
Tarps
We're going
off.
tarps off on this show.
Limit the supply, create demand. Wally, come on.
No.
I know.
Sell those tickets to students.
It's being facetious.
I know. It's frustrating. I would like to see it fixed. I want to see people go to games. Like Yorkie, when you played here, early 2000s, we didn't complain about where the building was. We didn't complain a lot about ticket price. Like people went. This is one of the highest averaged attendance teams in the league. Like it was full.
Yeah.
The building hasn't moved.
Do you want to know why? Or the novelty of being a brand new building.
Fairly new, yeah.
Everybody was happy to have a Sens team and to have an NHL hockey. And then the team made the playoff, and the team made the playoffs every single year. Every single year they were good. I was here.
You have to endure some of that though.
Yeah, but like I said yesterday, last year was the first time, and from I can't even remember when, that this team was good and this team was in the playoffs and there was a buzz. Us three were sitting in the building. Remember us three in the building?
They did go to the Cup final. They went to the Cup final during the bubble season, right? But
07.
Montreal hasn't been good in a very, very, very long time.
Yeah, but we talked about this yesterday. This franchise lost a lot of fans during when the bad Melnick years happened. They lost a lot of people.
More than just fans, like businesses, like they alienated the local businesses. They alienated the season seat holders. They alienated the common casual fan that just wanted to see this team play well and be run efficiently. And they alienated everybody, even the local politicians. Like every relationship that they had within the city was just taken for granted, and they didn't care. It's like there was an attitude that pervaded this organization under Melnick, where we're a team, we're a Canadian team playing in the National Hockey League. That's good enough. Come and support us. And it was they took everything for granted, and that's all it was. They destroyed relationships all over the city, and now they're trying to rebuild those. And I think the point about Steve Duchesne, I think like that's an olive branch in the right step. Like start bringing in more guys. Like Randy Cunneyworth was one of the long-standing captains of this team in history. Where the hell's he? I haven't seen
a captain's night.
Yeah,
the only one you can't bring in obviously is Eric. But
well, even
you could do that for Pittsburgh. Yeah, like you could do that for Pittsburgh when they come in, right? Like there's opportunities for that kind of stuff. And
Yorkie.
Even so, when we had the Daigle on the show, the previous ownership had no idea who Alex Daigle even was. Like they had no. Like, do you remember when they brought him into a game? He was the first overall pick for this franchise. Sure, it didn't work out exactly as planned, but that's part of history. People remember that. People
only remember the negative side of it.
They created rookie contracts. They created rookie contracts because of Alex Daigle's first deal.
But the Alex thing is a whole different world until you watch the documentary and get to understand and see Alex. It's a whole but he was painted as a pariah, like we don't want anything to do with you. You turned your back on the city, which the reality and what transpired are different. Like it is true.
But what did new ownership do? They brought him back, put him in the suite, have a night, brings his family. And all of a sudden you re-engage with the organization and you celebrate and you have things from your past. That's super important. So is it perfect? No. But are they making really good steps in the right direction? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Again, I don't argue any of that stuff. I just argue
you're more of the price and you want free stuff. I know.
But I don't want to spend just like $75 for an average ticket in the 300 level. If I take, that's two people, $150. Now I got to park somewhere between $20 and $40. I don't have a choice. I got to park. And then I got to buy Do I want to buy a beer? Well, that's $20 more. Like it adds up, and it's not something that you can do 41 times a year.
Not arguing. But winning sells too, right? I think that's the issue
100%.
with the Senators right now too. It's like you've got a good product, you've got a good young core that you're trying to build around, but it's not working. I think a lot of people are frustrated. I mean, like development's not always linear, right? So they had a good step forward last year. They're taking a little bit of a step back in the sense that they're just not winning enough games. Falls on the goaltending, and I like Steve Staios is taking a lot of heat right now for not addressing the goaltending position early in the season, early in the
we'll get
offseason.
to that. I just want to address one more thing. That's Jay-Z in Ottawa. That's literally not expensive. Toronto 300 level is $350 each. This is
But
not
it's all
Toronto.
relative, right? Yeah, it's all relative.
Like the third of the entire economic engine of the Canadian economy is Southern Ontario. Like, let's not compare Toronto and Ottawa. It's completely apples to oranges.
When I think the difference between Toronto and Ottawa is like most of Toronto's season seat base is corporate, right? Whereas here they're selling a lot of individual, like,
well, we've covered, because of the Canadian government. You can't do anything with the Canadian government, which employs 100,000 people or whatever in this. Like, it's a massive number. Anyway,
we need you as a lobbyist to go in there and fight on behalf and say, listen, you need to bring back schmoothing clients at the games. Government employees, let's get the expense accounts up. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, I would entertain everybody. Bring them all in. We're a bipartisan box in here. We're gonna get everybody in.
Wally loves a free tab.
Kumbaya. Hey, who's ever paying it?
Wally loves an open bar.
He wants open bars. He wants bobbleheads. Yeah, he wants everything.
Even a rally towel. Like, okay, so in Toronto, they do $1 hot dogs at the Jays game. It's become this massive thing, right? Where they track it throughout the game. We need, like, just give me something. Just a $5 slice of pizza for the entire game. Like, not this show up between 5:32 and 5:41. Like, I want throughout the game. Just drop prices for a change. Just go, hey.
Basically, what you want, because I'm down in Florida right now, you want a happy hour. You want the
I want a happy game.
Come to a happy hour before when things are at a very discounted price.
I want it for the whole game.
I like
They do have, there are nights where they have like $5 hot dogs if you show up 5:30 to 6, whatever it is. I want that for the whole, just for once. The whole game, give me $19.96 prices. Just
so you want hot dogs from heaven every whistle.
Every whistle. You know what? I see
every whistle hot dogs.
I'm down for that.
Down.
Fire up some t-shirts every once in a while. Away we go.
Well,
I will give you. You know what? We will sponsor. Coming in hot, we'll give out t-shirts for an entire game.
Don't let them use the people that are doing the mugs because they're going to be paying like $70 a t-shirt.
Don't worry, it's out of your money. Okay, we got to move on.
How about we sponsor a tear down the banner night?
No, okay, we're moving on. We're not getting into that. It's a way too big a hot button topic.
Let's move on. What are we on to next? Or what's our next?
We have some work to do.
Discussion.
We're getting to we're going to talk some hockey. Graham, just do your job.
Oh shit! Where's my ad read?
For the love of God.
I got it. Shoeless Joe's daily deals you do not want to miss. Burgers, wings, cold beer, great prices, no fluff, just big flavor. 5 nights a week. This week it's Shoeless because it is Tuesday. You got your wings Tuesday, crispy, saucy, and only $10. Bring your appetite. You have Big Burger Energy Wednesday, massive burger starting at $10. Enough said. Thursday night you have your half price wine and $10 flatbreads, perfect for date night or for catching up. You also have your Caesar Sundays. Shake up your Sunday with a $6 Caesar. And if there's a Canadian team on the screen, like there will be tonight when the Senators take on the Blue Jackets, you have $9 buds all game long. Shoeless Joe's, where daily deals meet big flavor and good times on repeat in Kempville and Orleans.
Someone said bobbleheads from heaven. It's like when they drop the frozen turkeys.
Bobbleheads from heaven. Imagine that, just raining bobbleheads. Well, you're gonna have to. I have my glasses on. You're gonna have to do this again.
I like the suggestion of a mug cannon.
Okay, this
just hammering.
Brought to you by BEI, Bonshore Excavating Inc., our good friends in the Ottawa Valley. Listen, spring is coming. If you need to think about doing your driveway or agri topsoil sales, all that stuff for your landscaping, give them a call. Start getting some prices now. 613-432-1120 or go to bonshoreexcavating.com. And of course, as always, Beyond the Pale Brewing. Now, Yorkie just made me give it. I lost it for a sec because of you and your nonsense. This show is proudly presented to you by Beyond the Pale Brewing, locally owned and operated. It's one of Ottawa's go-to craft breweries. Beyond the Pale, serving up some of the city's favorite beers with new seasonal releases always on top. They've got you covered at two great locations, the City Center Brewery and 250 City Center with great food and an open view into the brew house and a fantastic atmosphere, or the new Byward Market taproom location at the historic 21 George Street, where history and community and craft beer all come together. Two great spots to grab a pint and catch the next big Ottawa game. Find them online at btpshop.ca. And of course, the show is proudly presented to you, as always, by Bet365. Whatever your bet is, never ordinary. Bet365, download the app, get on the game, use code NATION. Must be 19 or older, Ontario only. Please play responsibly. We'll get to some other stuff in a sec. Here's the game tonight. The Senators actually the favorites in Columbus tonight, which is a game I think they need to win. Columbus has won 4 straight, though, with the new coach bump. Hey, bring in Rick Bowness, the original coach of the Ottawa Senators. He can drop the puck, too.
Great idea.
There are 2 parlays. I had made one, and then I went and made another one. So the first one I made was Brady Tkachuk, 3 shots on goal. Jake Sanderson, a shot on goal. Brady, by the way, I think it's like 6 straight games he's had 3 or more shots on goal. Dylan Cousins, 2 shots on goal. Fabian Zetterlund or Dylan Cousins to score. Brady or Drake to score, and Brady with a point. It doesn't pay out as much as you thought. It's like 62.50 or 68.50, I think. But then I got, I was like, screw it. Brady Tkachuk to score 2 or more, and the Sens to win would pay out. It's like $180 or something.
That's not bad.
Plus 16.
That's not bad.
No,
Columbus
so I was like,
playing hard though. Columbus is playing hard under Bones.
They're hard out. Yeah.
That Elvis Merzlikins post-game interview too, where they're like, "What's changed?" And he's like, "The coach."
Yes, right.
Incredible. It's just a great week. Just a great week for like sound bites, post-game sound bites.
They're not pulling any punches. Yeah.
I was there the day they did it too. I was doing a Calgary game in Columbus. Bones came in, and Bones, Wally and Graham. He's such a good speaker and a good guy. It's like the whole mood of the franchise changed as soon as he just stepped in the door, started chatting, telling old stories. Right. Did you hear the story on how he found out when he was getting hired?
He was on the coming in yacht.
He was on the coming in yacht. He was on his boat with his wife Judy, and Columbus calls him, the GM there in Columbus, and he goes, he thought he was calling him to pick his brain on some players he was thinking of trading for. So he's like, okay, yeah, I can help you. What? You want me to coach? Okay. So he gets off the phone. He goes,
you just see it right now. Hey, Judy, I got to go coach. Right? Like, she's like, what? We're about to have sushi.
He's like this. He's like, well, you're never going to believe what this call is all about. Well, what a wonderful, like for people in Ottawa that know him, what a wonderful guy. And this is going to be a tough game. Friend of the show. It's going to be a tough game for Ottawa. And to Graham's point, they are playing some really good hockey, and they're a lot better than people think. So this is no gimme game.
They're playing the kids too, right? Like guys like Kent Johnson, like their ice times increased like dramatically. I'm thinking like Kent Johnson's first game under Bones, like he got like 20 minutes of ice time, which is like unheard of.
He's a good player, Graham.
Yeah, he's got a lot of skill. But the question it wasn't an issue with his skill. It's just like, can you get him to play the complete 200-foot game, buy in, right?
Yeah. The I'll tell you, it doesn't get enough talk around the league is Zach Werenski. Damn, is this guy a player? Oh,
you think so? But he's like, people regard him as like a top 5, top 10 guy in the league. No,
yeah,
defenseman or player?
Defenseman.
He's top 3.
You think he's top 3?
He's top 3, man. He's top.
You take
3.
him?
Yeah. So
I think I have Sanderson ahead of Werenski.
Not right now. The top 3 finalists in the Norris will be Quinn Hughes, Cale McCarr, Zach Werenski.
It will be. Werenski he's leading the NHL in goals for defensemen. Last time I checked, probably has more now. He was at 17. When this guy has the puck on his stick, he controls the entire game. He's all over the ice. I think Jake's a better defender, but I think Werenski, what he does when he's on the ice with the puck, there's the only other guy that's doing that is McCarr and Hughes. So yeah, I agree, Wally. Rare win for Wally. We agree on this one on the top 3 Norrises.
So here's the question, Yorkie. If you had to build your team today with either Zach Werenski or Jake Sanderson, which player are you choosing?
No brainer. I'm taking Jake Sanderson because he's much younger. I'm going to have him for a lot longer. And if I want to win, not just for right now, and honestly too, like I'm really interested to see what happens to Jake once he gets into a long playoff round, because I think he's going to get even better, because his style of game. We talked about this yesterday, Graham. There's two different types of hockey. There's regular season hockey and there's playoff hockey. We all know about that, but I think Jake's going to be an even better playoff player than regular season player when everything tightens up and the ice shrinks.
Yes,
he was excellent last season. He was excellent last postseason against Toronto. Like his exits, like his retrievals and exits were like still at a high level. Like nothing changed between the regular season and postseason.
Mm-hmm.
He was still as efficient, and it speaks to just how good he is. Like his skating, his escapability under pressure and duress is it's incredible to watch.
The thing about the NHL playoffs, it's like that you really marvel with the really good players. It's a marathon. So the guys that are in tremendous shape, like a Sanderson, I'm fascinated to see how once he gets to like around 2 or around 3, when you see guys, you do the post-game interviews and guys' faces are all gaunt because it's like they've been going through, like it's tough. So I just think he's built for the playoffs. Like we always say Brady's built for the playoffs, but I think Jake, with the body and the way he works and goes about his business, now he's being a leader off the ice too. The things he's saying, like all of a sudden Jake Sanderson's become a great quote. Like it's we're seeing the evolution of Jake Sanderson, fellas. We really are.
100%. My fear is he may never say another word.
Because that's so. I was having this conversation on the post-game show the other night. Like it's just for him to say what he did after the game. It's just so out of character. I don't want to say character, but it's like,
but it makes it seem like it's just, yeah, but I don't want it to be like this super negative. I just think
it's not. I think that's
he finally just found his voice.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's a very, if you get him talking about the game or other players in the league, very enthusiastic individual. Like he'll talk about that stuff ad nauseam. But you get him to talk about himself or the team, it becomes very, not canned answers or cliched answers, but you don't get as much. You have to, it's harder to flesh out quotes from him when he's talking about himself or the team. But like in that moment, he said Levy's made some saves, but we need more than 10 saves to win. And so, that's just like, that's a guy speaking out as a leader, finally like addressing a position of weakness that has absolutely hammered this team the course of the entire season. This team should be comfortably in a playoff spot right now, but they've been let down by their goaltenders. And then,
one point to that, I think he's talking about both goalies.
Yeah, for sure. They need more saves. And that's like, I don't even see it as a Levy problem. I think you're right, Wally. Like everyone too, even Allmark, like before Allmark left on his leave of absence, his save percentage is like 88%. It's not good enough for a guy making that kind of money.
No. So
when is the Allmark interview dropping, by the way?
Today, apparently. CSN just promoted it. So he's doing a sit-down one-on-one, or he has done a sit-down one-on-one with Claire Hanna on Saturday, I believe. And then it's supposed to drop later today.
I'm fascinated to watch this. No?
Wally?
Wally's got crickets.
Wally, you're the long-term media guy. What do you think?
Am I fascinated to watch it? I'm not sure.
He's going to wait.
Why do you say that?
Wait and see.
I think you can in those environments you get to curate your answers.
Curate, yeah, like kind of like concoction, like cook them up.
That's all. We'll see. We'll watch it and see what happens. That's all. Levy Marilainen has been sent down.
Wow. Just
Not
like that,
surprise.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming Lena starts tonight then, probably?
No.
You don't think so?
Optimus
no, they
back.
didn't skate yesterday. They didn't get I don't think at best he starts Nashville, and not even that's for sure.
But Reimer was okay. Like Reimer was fine. Like he gave him a chance to win. But
so
like
if Reimer posts a shutout tonight, does he not go again? The other question is, if Reimer gets shelled, does he go into Nashville? Like, I don't know what answer is.
Then Allmark comes back, plays at home.
How many practice days? How many practice days has Allmark had so far?
He's two, and he skated on his own, I think, with the team before that.
So usually what you do is, so he'll dress as the backup. go through the pregame skate and dress for warm up, do all that stuff, get reacclimated with the whole routine, be on the road, do all that stuff, be with the guys. Reimer starts, and I could see Allmark going, depending on how Reimer plays, he plays next game. Get a couple more. When's the next game after tonight, Wally?
Well, they play in Nashville on Thursday.
Yeah. Getting the Music City, good vibes.
See, but I don't know if they'll skate tomorrow. I think that plays a big
part.
But
he'll jump on the ice. He'll jump on the ice with the goalie coach and do some more work, which he'll get a lot out of that. Just
I would start him in Nashville.
Me too.
Because one of the reasons is there's no media.
So speaking of media, you're not super enthusiastic for this interview. You'll watch it obviously, but what would you prefer like an alternative? Like what is the alternative to what's going on right now?
Oh, I don't really care what the alternative is. It's a curated interview. He can say whatever he wants. I don't even know. Is there anything to say? Maybe, I guess, but it's not. It's just an interview to me. Like I put him in a scrum and see what the response, because I don't know how they're going to avoid the scrum when he comes back to Ottawa, which is what they're trying to do.
Well, I think that it's already been discussed, right? Like he's not going to really address this once he's back. Like this is it. This is when he's going to talk about it. They can't stop us from asking the questions, but I don't think they're going to answer anything.
Right. So anyway, we'll see what it's.
We'll see.
By the way, Jake Sanderson needs 1 point tonight for 40 on the season. It's only happened 22 times in Senators franchise history by 7 players. Do you think you guys can quickly reel off 7 players who have 40 points as a defenseman?
McIver.
In a season.
McIver, Carlson. There's 2.
Yeah.
Redden.
Sanderson is one of them, by the way. So I'll give you the
Sanderson. Yeah.
Redden. Yeah. Should be easy. I'm going to laugh because you won't get the last one. I'm going to.
Gonchar?
No.
You never got 40?
No. Chara.
Chara, yeah.
Shabbat.
Oh, yeah.
And Puck Dropper.
Nice. He's calling him puck. Oh, that's a lack of respect. Lack of respect.
Anyway.
Lack of respect.
Okay. Here we go. Question that we had, because we're supposed to start the show with this, and then Yorkie.
I was just looking at this. We're 42 minutes in, and we have yet to discuss what your beautiful show headline was all about. Winger and a prayer?
Yeah.
Is that the name of the show?
Yeah.
I like the alternative. I like the cannon fodder idea. I thought that was good.
All right. Somebody just posted their beautiful Shed Wi-Fi shirt has shown up today.
It is the I believe it's the hottest seller of the clothing
Shed
that we
Wi-Fi?
have.
Is it?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Shed Wi-Fi
That's fantastic.
shirt, yeah.
Well, we need to when we deliver the Shed Wi-Fi shirt.
We don't deliver, Yorkie.
The Mugmobile.
Wally delivers.
So
I'll ride shotgun in the Mugmobile. We'll get a shirt cannon and we'll ring the doorbell and fire it at them with the coming in hot cannon. Here you go. Here's your Shed Wi-Fi.
Open the door. I just found the email from Sean, not Steve. That's probably why I couldn't find it. Thanks for the mug delivery. Much appreciated. Saw your delivery on the Ring camera. Flawless execution. Should be an Uber Eats training video.
Uber Eats.
So there you go. Okay, so Tim Stützle will once again likely have Drake Batherson and Fabian Zetterlund on his line tonight. The question is, it has been a revolving door of line mates. I much wonder if I sent this to Jake. Oh, I haven't sent it. So the last 8 games. No, there it is. Can you put up the whose line is it anyway? Look at the line mates he's had. And Zetterlund and Batherson have flipped wings over the last 4 games. But he's like, it's constantly rotating for him. Does he not deserve to have a bona fide superstar on his wing?
A lot of Zetterlund there. You notice Zetterlund appears
started the season there. Yep.
There's on your whose line is it anyway board. I believe Zetterlund is only not there twice. There's only been 2 instances, Wally, when he's been out.
So they did the Florida game with Amadio up there, and I don't know if that was for a checking purpose with Tkachuk and Stützle. That's one of the games, and the other one was that I still don't like putting Dylan Cousins on the wing.
Yeah, I like him. I like him down the middle. Batherson is so to have an elite. I think Batherson has played like an elite winger this year. I really do. So when he plays with Stützle, that is like he provides that top six. Like he's a top six player. To me, Zetterlund is yet to prove that he's a top six forward. It's not a slag against him. It's just that's what he is so far. Can he be better? Maybe, but that's the common denominator for me. Zetterlund, they want him to do well. So you continue to put him into a position that have success. So I'm still not sold if he's a top six forward or not. So to me, that seems to be the common denominator. Wherever Timmy is, you're usually seeing Zetterlund. So to answer your question, I'm not sure if he's a top six forward. So what do you do?
Like I like Brady Tkachuk with Tim Stützle, always have. But I also understand that right now he's playing pretty well with Dylan Cousins.
Yeah.
And even Ridley Gregg. Like that line the last couple of games has been very good. I would like to see Brady Tkachuk put there, which gives you your superstar winger. I think he needs somebody to. I just feel he's trying too much. The last couple of games since his 10-game point streak, and I know goal scorers are streaky, all that stuff. In the last 7 games, he's got 2 goals, 4 points. I just feel like he's trying to do it all on his own at some point here. A little too much.
I think it's like a question similar to like what Jason Spezza kind of experienced, right? Like in his mid-20s, where it's like, he would play with some skill players, but then the offense was just unlocked as soon as he started playing with Daniel Alfredsson and Danny Heatley at the same time, right? Like he was like a point per game guy. You could count on him reliably. And then as soon as he was paired with 2 superstars, production exploded. They go to a cup. It's like with Timmy, I think like you look at his numbers, point per game guy. Mm-hmm. He's doing fine. He's helping drive lines. I think when you move Braid to a different line, it helps that second line drive play as well. And I think it's just, do you want to stack a front line? Like I think Drake Batherson in New York, points an exceptional top 6 player on a great contract. And I think like he's had chemistry. He's had success playing with Timmy as well. And Brady's had success playing with Timmy. It's just, does he deserve an elite productive player? Yeah. Like you'd love to see your number 1 center always get like one of those high end productive right wingers or left wingers. But like, how do you go about acquiring him? And I think for me personally, Timmy's going to produce irrespective of who he's playing with. Fabian Zetterlund's probably a middle six winger, so like that's not ideal. But to me, his offensive game will grow if he ever had that elite guy that you're talking about, Wally. But for me, Timmy, in terms of just growing as a player, it's going to be on the defensive side of the puck. I think once he starts using his speed a little bit better, like as a forward, like back pressure, creating turnovers, coming back hard. Once he kind of unlocks that, I think that's good. That's going to be the natural next step in his progression as a player. It's not going to be offensive because I think
we not see this from him this year?
I think I still think there's room for growth. Yeah, like face-offs for sure. But I still think there's like an extra level of defensive responsibility and like the ability to take over games just with his speed. Like I still think there's room for growth there.
So to think the days in the NHL of loading up a line with your 3 best players don't really exist anymore. I think people need to get their head around that. It's like we need the best players playing with the best players. So Connor Bedard's put up a ton of points this year, right? We can all agree on that. He's an elite player. He's still getting better. Do you know who his winger is? Plays with Ryan Green. Plays with Ryan Green and Tyler Bertuzzi. Do you know who Sidney Crosby plays with?
Well, I always remember, right? He used to have Patrick Hornquist, who was the last pick of that draft, and Matt Cook or Chris Kunitz
as well,
Pascal Dupuis, Max Talbot. I did think of that before we started, and I'm like, but I don't think we're on the Sidney Crosby level just yet.
Well, Connor Bedard and Tim Stützle, like is Bedard's a great player, but he's 20 years old. Like it doesn't exist in the NHL anymore. Like you rarely see the 3 best players playing on a line together. It's just the league is too hard now. We used to be able to do that because guys would cheat a little bit for offense. Like even on that on the Alfredson line, the old joke with the pizza line. The old joke on the pizza line was Alfie was doing the back checking and the forechecking. Like nobody, you can't have a line in the league now where one player cheats because you're going to get exposed. And that's the biggest difference between the NHL now and the way the NHL used to be. So you need to have a guy on your first line that tracks and works and helps out if you have a guy that potentially. I even have a hard time finding a guy that cheats the game right now because you get exposed. The league's way too fast. The D can all skate. Fourth lines now have guys that can skate. So I think we're talking about something that doesn't really exist anymore in the league. Like you need a guy playing with Tim Stützle. Sure, you need a guy that can finish. You need a guy that can skill. But I don't want another guy that's just a quote-unquote skill guy playing with. I want a guy that's a worker bee. I want a guy that's relentless to play against. And on face-offs, you're battling for every little square foot of inch on the ice. That's how you win. You don't win by putting 3 uber skill guys together because they're not going to be hard to play against. You need some sandpaper playing with skill. That's
you can
how
have
you
an
win.
Alfie who is a highly skilled, I'll call him a superstar, and who is a worker bee.
Yeah.
I want that guy on his line. I just feel like there's something that line is not as dominant as it should be because it's missing something to me.
Well, I think I like Zetterlund's work ethic. I think this guy works like a dog on a bone. Like he works hard, and he's got a pretty good scoring touch, but I don't think it's elite. But I have zero problem with how he works and goes after pucks. And honestly, too, when you're losing and you're always trying to tinker, because what's the definition of insanity? To continue to do the same thing over and over again if it's not working.
There is a different definition. Listening to Yorkie, I believe that's another one that's been written into the.
But in saying that too, Graham, like this team does not give up a lot. Like chances per 60, I think they're leading in the league of giving the least amount up. Like they're not playing poorly. It's like Graham's
playing poorly at all.
Like it's not.
They're not playing poorly at all.
Pretty good. They just can't get
will
saves.
say, well, Yorkie brought up Zetterlund, but like the one issue I have with his game, and it's not work ethic. He's got a great shot, but it's his puck distribution when he's trying to facilitate and get it to his teammates. Like I find like his touch with his passes isn't as sharp as it should be, and I think that's what's preventing him. Like to me, that's what's making him like a middle 6 guy as opposed to a top 6 guy. Like he just doesn't have that touch, that puck distribution and playmaking ability. And if he could ever find that consistently, it would make him an exponentially better player. But Graham, this team doesn't give up anything though, Yorkie, and I think that's the frustrating part. I think
it's frustrating as hell. But like the key to teams, I think we talked about this. I don't know, last month. The key to really good teams is finding guys like an Arturi Lehkonen, players that are calm when they get the puck, that can make plays, that have a very high defensive acumen, where they're super responsible, because you want a super responsible player playing with your best player, because your best player is going to take a few chances here and there. Arturi Lehkonen plays with Nathan McKinnon. It's one of the best lines in hockey. Is he a quote-unquote top 6 player? Not really, skill set wise, but he's super responsible, works super hard. He's got a high hockey IQ, and he's got calm mitts. Like I think to Graham's point, you want a guy with calm hands playing with a really good player. A guy that's not, because certain guys will, when they play with a really good player, they kind of do things that they are not really what they would do if they were playing on a third line. Like you need a calmness about you when you play with a really good player. So I think I know what you're saying there, Graham. When Zetterlund gets the puck, sometimes he tries to force plays through that aren't there. Remember him at the beginning of the year when he kind of got shuffled down to the 4th line because he was trying to play a game that's not his, which was just trying to get open all the time. And like
even now, Yorkie, there's been a couple games where he's playing like 11, 12 minutes a night. Like his ice time's gone down in some games. Like
yeah. And honestly, like we're still talking about all this. Like there's no perfect 4 lines on any team. Here's Mark Stone with Stützle would be pretty good. Yeah, he would be pretty good. And that's why Vegas is a good team, because they have guys like Mark Stone. Like good teams have a really smart players that are very smart defensively, and they have stars. And so who's that guy in Ottawa's roster? I don't know if it exists. Don't know if that guy exists.
That I agree with. I just think they need a top 6, but I think Stützle just needs another high-end winger.
Yeah. Teams you need. That's why Arturi Lehkonens are hard to find. They're like good players that can play with really good players. And the Connor Sheary's, the Chris Kunitz's, those are the players you win with. Those guys, like, remember when
Clark MacArthur was a great guy like that in Ottawa. Like Clark MacArthur played the game really well.
Yeah, Chris Kelly. Even the way Patrice Bergeron plays the game, he doesn't have quote unquote superstar skills when he played. He just did everything the right way, and he had good skills, but they weren't like McKinnon skills and McDavid skills. But guys that play like Bergeron, like Shane Pinto, that's the type of guy I want on my team, because you win with those guys because they play the right way. And that's why I always say about Pinto, maybe he's a guy that you could play with Stützle. Like, I think that would be, I'd love to see that, by the way. Like, he's got the type of game, skill set, mindset, defensive acumen that would play really well with a guy like Stützle. Really well.
I know you've been calling for it for, I'll say, 2 seasons, but I don't know that you can take him out of that spot. Well, I guess
he's so important. He's so important as your third line center.
Right?
It's a gotcha, right? Like, he plays huge minutes. And again, to Graham's point, like, we're talking about something that has had, statistically speaking, the best odds of not giving up goals is the way the Senators lineup is. Like, they're not losing because of their forwards, they're losing because of their goaltending. So we're kind of like a dog chasing its tail, going around and around trying to figure out a problem where we all know what the problem is. Just get saves and you'll win.
So here's the question for you then. Like, you're mentioning like Pinto moving to the wing, but you guys earlier said you don't like Cousins on the wing. Like, Cousins, big guy, up and down, a little bit physical, great shot when he gets it away. Why do you guys prefer Pinto on the wing to Cousins?
And I don't, honestly, like, I like the lines the way they are. If I had to do anything, I'm just talking about who the best player, in my opinion, that would complement Student. I love Batherson there, by the way, Graham. We already talked about that. Yep. I'm just saying, if I had to take another player, I just love how Pinto thinks the game. I just think those are the guys you win with. But I agree with Wally too. I'm not sure I'd take him out of that third line center, because that line's been so good.
I don't want to move any of the top 3 centers. You build through the middle of the ice.
100%.
Ridley's shown that, like, I find Ridley's games really strong when he's playing center.
100%, but he's looked good the last 2 games for sure. Playing on the wing. Yeah. So, which, speaking of which, really Brady has taken some heat since he's come back. I think he's right early on. I think he's played the best in the last 3-4 games that he's played all season.
He looks more engaged for sure. Like,
I thought he was really good in the last game. Anyway, he's taken some heat. I thought he should get a little bit of a tire pump, if you will.
There you go.
Yorkie.
Gotcha.
Tonight's game is against 2 teams with the same identical record, but they sit near the bottom of the standings in the Eastern Conference. You two, before I do have one more thing before we get to, but I just want to know.
Must-win game? Must-win game?
Well, we've moved past must-win games. We've moved past the panic button. We've moved past must-win. We're just now in just win mode.
I'm surprised you didn't have that old Spider-Man. The most used GIF on Twitter is the 2 Spider-Men pointing at each other, Columbus and Ottawa. We got the same thing. This is it's a really important game. Like everyone from here on in. Like, anytime you lose a game, you go to be having to play whatever your percentage is to get the 95 points, because that's probably around the number you need to get in this year, 95 points, give or take. So every time you lose, you have to play. Well, thanks, Tips. That's much better. But yeah, this is close to a must-winner. It's to me, it is.
It's not close. I know your point, because they're not mathematically eliminated, but you just can't afford to drop games anymore.
Yeah, I think, Wally, how many games do they have before Olympic break? I think they need to go. I think it's like, I'd like to see them go like 7-2 to get before the Olympic break here. Get the 7-2, make up some more ground, get to about 1 or 2 points of that wild card, and just put a little heat on the teams in front of you, then come back after the Olympic break and then go on another run. I think that's possible.
6. I think they have 11 or 12. There's 6 here, 4 in February, right? 5. 5 in February. So that's 11. And then how many more till? Oh, sorry, 3. I was counting till trade deadline.
Yeah.
They've 13 games until trade deadline. And then they've got 6 and 9 games until the Olympics.
They have to. To me, they have to win these next 2 games. They have to, because that's a murderer's row of games next week. like Vegas, Colorado, and then New Jersey's fighting for the playoff lives as well. And then Carolina is not an easy game either. So like, man, like you can't, if you're assuming you're only going to go 500 next week, which I don't even know if you can assume that at this point of the season, you have to win. You have to win these next 2 games.
100%. We'll see what James Reimer can do tonight. You two, I just need to know who you're picking to win this game. Let's see how much faith you have in the Ottawa Senators. You've already seen my bets. I put my money on it. Where do you two have to say?
Go ahead,
I'm taking Ottawa. They have to win. They need some vibes. They need some positive vibes, as Cody would say. So I'm gonna go with Ottawa. They have to win. They have to win. And if they don't, then that's probably the season.
Yeah. I'm not that extreme right now, but I would say, yeah, I like how Ottawa's been playing lately. Optimus Rhyme, second game in the net. He's going to give them 900 goaltending tonight, which is going to be good enough to win. 900 goaltending gets you a win tonight and a 4-2 empty net win for Ottawa.
Ottawa is 1-4, I think, in its last 5 road games. We'll see if this turns around. A quick note before we shuffle on out of here. DMing with a viewer about tickets and whatnot, just at the bottom. Anyway, I'm really loving your content. I found out about you at a Blink 182 concert in Toronto. I was wearing my Sens hat and a random person came up to me and said, "Hey, do you know about Coming in Hot? You should check it out." So there you go. We're all over the place.
Wally, name me a Blink 182 song.
1 sec.
Come on.
I can
all the small things.
Oh yeah, I had it confused with one other song, but yeah. Love good Blink 182.
You love you some good Blink 182.
Don't forget, you go to cihsens.shop, even if Yorkie can't find it, and you can get a mug or just stop in at Braehaven Source for Sports. We'll have t-shirts out and hoodies soon on display, but as of right now,
there's the mug. There's the mug.
See, it's right there.
Solid
Yorkie.
swag.
Oh,
okay.
And if you're at Iceland, you'll see our rink board ad on the Molinar rink. If you take a shot of it, a picture with it, and you in it, send it to us, and I'll enter you into a draw for some CIH merch.
There you go. That's sweet.
So that's it, Yorkie. You can come home now.
Okay. I'll see you guys on Thursday.
Good luck buying your tie, Wally.
Thank you. I almost forgot about that. I appreciate it. See you, everybody. Thanks.
Thanks for tuning in to Coming in Hot. If you enjoyed the show, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to never miss an episode.